At some point in the video, I'll talk about what I posted today. It's about my definition of success, because that's something I've been thinking about. But now is not the time, because I just need to get the workout going first. Once I've got the momentum within the workout, because I'm so tired and fatigued and cooked, I just need to get the workout going. Once I've got the workout going, that'll be the time to talk a little bit more, but I need to get the big stuff out of the way first. Going to get some blood flow to the joints because I've not got much fat in my joints now, so I need to, especially nowadays, I need to get my joints moving and lubricated first before my first warm up. Sound like an unk, sounding like an absolute unk, but yeah. Success. Success is a tricky concept to define, I find, especially when it comes, well, in every aspect of life, but for me, especially when it comes to bodybuilding, because when I first think about success, my first thought is something that's rather superficial within the bodybuilding world, something quite material. My first thought would be, basing success around where I place in my competition, because ultimately, as much as people try to deny it, bodybuilding is effectively you versus other competitors, you versus your competition. So my first thought is always to base my success around on where I finish in the show, but with that comes a lot of variables that you can't control. One of the things I've had to swallow, like in terms of like a very tough pill for me to swallow, is you can never control who turns up to your competition. You might have no one good that turns up to your competition and then you win, but then what does that win actually mean? And on the other hand, you might have some absolute genetic phenom that turns up to your competition, and you can't control that. So there's too many things out of your control. If no one good turns up to your show, then your win doesn't mean anything. And then on the other hand, if someone really good turns up to your show, then you might not win. So effectively, if you base your definition of success, or I found, if I based it on material stuff, it's a lose-lose situation. So I kind of pivoted away from that. And then a really common concept within the bodybuilding world that a lot of people go on about is about the me versus me concept. Like, your only competition should only be surpassing yourself before. And I try to base the outcome of this season on that, but then I very quickly realized that for me it doesn't work, because my previous competitive season was so bad that the base effect was there, and I've already surpassed my previous package competitively on stage already, in terms of shape, in terms of size, in terms of condition. So whatever happens, I already beat my previous self. So if I base my definition of success on just beating, me versus me, then I've already succeeded. And what's the point in doing the show? It's not gonna motivate me for this final stretch. Ultimately, I settled on the fact that at the end of the season, I want to, whatever the result, I want to be able to look myself in the mirror and go, if I win, I want to be able to look at myself and say, yeah, 100% fully deserved that win. I deserve to win. I did whatever I can to win, and hence I deserved, the medal. Or if I lose, I want to be able to tell myself and say, okay, you know what, I couldn't have done any more. So whatever happened, I gave it my all. I deserve this placing. I did all I can, and I want to be able to look at myself in the mirror at the end of the season and say that. So and if I can, then I think I would have succeeded this bodybuilding season. That's a mindset I know I should adopt, and the one that will work for me. Obviously, a lot of you guys will know, it's one thing to know what you should think and what you should feel, and it's another thing to actually think that way. And I'm trying to bridge that gap between what I think I should think and what I know, and actually thinking that way effectively with the remaining time that I have between now and my show. So that's what success means for me this year. Training and diet at 2 weeks out. Training has been brought to a minimum, so call it minimum effective volume if you'd like, but it's basically, according to my coach, he's put it down to a baseline volume, so it's the minimum that we need to do to kind of retain that muscle tissue as we progress further into deficit and dig for further conditioning. I'm roughly doing about 10 to 14 working sets every session, and that's still 5 sessions a week. Cardio is at 30 minutes a day, 5 times a week, fasted in the morning. And then the 2 leg days, I do 20 minutes. So 30, 20, 30, 30, 20, 30, 30. In terms of diet, I'm having 1,750 on a training day and 1,650 on a rest day. Carbs wise, I'm having 141 grams on a training day and just under 100 on a rest day. So pretty low, but nowhere near as low as my previous prep, but I'm still feeling shit, but I'm a lot leaner, so that's a good thing. So yeah, that's how the current training and diet setup is looking like at 2 weeks out. Exciting. Hopefully, you know, in one more week of dieting, and then we fat load and we carb load. And I guarantee you, I've actually already told Mattia this, but I'm gonna buy ample, sufficient, a generous, a healthy amount of Squares bars, the chocolate flavor, and bring it to Hong Kong, because I don't know if they sell it there. There's been a lot of flavors. There's been the new caramel and chocolate. There's been the new honeycomb ones, but in my opinion, nothing beats a good old chocolate Squares bar. So I'm going to buy them and bring them to Hong Kong in case they don't sell it there. I haven't seen it on Hong Kong, but a peak week without Squares bar is a very sad peak week. I was initially going to film a day in the life for this video, but at 2 weeks out, my energy has kind of been all sapped away, and as much as I love you all, I just really couldn't be fucked to set up a tripod at home. And then I thought I'd do a Q&A, but even then I couldn't be bothered to set it up, so which is why Mattia is here. And in the spirit of routine and stuff, I thought I'd give you guys an insight still into what my days are looking like. At 2 weeks out, you can imagine my days are looking quite monotonous. They're pretty much the same every day. So typically I'd wake up around 7 in the morning, do my check-in shots, because I currently check in with my coach every single day. And then I'll do my fasted cardio, 30 minutes, unless it's a leg day, then it's 20 minutes. And then afterwards, I go home, shower, get a change, and then I'll go into the office for 9. And then I eat 5 times a day. So in the office, I'll have 4 of those 5. I'll have a meal at like 11, 1, 3, and 5 p.m. when I finish work. And then I'll leave the office, come train, which is Muscle Works today, which is near the office, which is pretty good. And then afterwards, after training, I'll do my posing rounds, which you would have seen, or you'll see now. And then I'll do a few rounds because I need conditioning. I need posing conditioning, which is really important. So I'm posing effectively every day for check-ins and also post-workouts as well for a couple rounds. And then I'll basically take the long way home, get my steps up, 15,000 steps every single day. And then by the time I get home, I'm pretty much meeting my 15. Have my last meal of the day, typically at around 10 p.m. I want to get that as close to bedtime as possible, because one thing I've made the mistake of during this prep is sleeping too far from my final meal, such that when I'm lying in bed really hungry and starving, my adrenaline kicks in because my body's telling me that I need food to survive, and I just can't fall asleep that way. So I try and delay my last meal to as late as possible, as close to bedtime as possible. And as soon as that last meal goes in, I have my nighttime supplements, and then I sleep, and then I'll repeat that again the next day. So my days are pretty much looking pretty much exactly like that. It's so monotonous, but 2 weeks out, that's what you kind of expect. As I said earlier, that was the last full push day in the UK before I fly, and that's actually the last full push day of prep. So 2 weeks out, very, very exciting times, last round of workouts, and next time I'll catch you all when I'm in Hong Kong.